Alright. Mike's working. Sim's working. See if I'm overmodulated today. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that sounds pretty good. What is up, everyone? Welcome back. Today we are going to take the 321 to Rochester because it looks like some bad weather. So, let's do that. Let's connect to the network. Let's see if this guy is still in my parking spot or if he moved. He is still there, so we're going to disconnect. I'm not rearranging my plane, so we're going to boot up, start up, and then we will move. ATC is not on anyway, and even if it was, it doesn't matter. We'll get what we need. All right, so let's see how this goes here. Got that, we got that. Let's see what our battery life's looking like here. Apple Pencil is at 23%. This thing just like dies for no reason. Not really sure why. Alright, let's get started up here. What's going on with do backlighting today? There we go. A little reconnection and we're back in action. Dave, what's going on? Two, three, four, five. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mic check. Mic check. Nope. Mic check. Oh, I'm not connected to the... Oh, that's right, I'm not connected to the network. Let's reconnect real quick just to check this. 3666 will set. Mic check. Mic check.
Check.
Beautiful. All right. Take a look at the OFP here, 330. DCA, we're going to come off of 19. 404. Lights test. Looking good. Alright, 16,000 pounds today, minimum's just over 10. We got plenty because we got some bad weather up that way. Alright. Do cockpit preparation checklist. Gears, pins, and covers are removed. Fuel quantity, we're expecting 16,000 even. And we have 15,960 on board. Gears are set to nav. Seatbelt signs are on. And BARF is 2998 times 3 set. Cockpit preparation checklist complete. IOS will be aligned in 4 minutes, so we should be ready to start once that is set. We got our charts up. We got everything looking good. Border 4 top altitude is 5,000. Coming off runway 19 are climbing on heading 187 to 515 feet, then direct Catvic. Then track 277 to gate, then 277 to bolt, and 350 to roll. Then 346 to Hordo, cross Hordo at or above 5,000. Should be a non-issue. Takeoff weight should be 164,000 pounds today, which max takeoff weight is 206, max landing is 161, so if we have to return, we will be underweight. We should be good, no issues. It's marginal here, it's IFR. Rochester, snow, 2 mile viz, freezing temps. Well, let's go ahead and get the APU up, 1001, 1002. Alright, views available. Lead coming on. Our aircraft is loaded. We're gonna come off external power. GPU's away, chocks and cones, doors are closed. Balance will send that. Send. Load sheet. Accept. Right. 4-star check parking brake is set. Takeoff speeds are in thrust. We got V1 of 134, 137, 139. Rotating at 137. Flaps 2 up 0.8, flexing 55 degrees. Beacons coming on, windows are closed. Let's do the engine fire tests. Good. Number 1. Good. Fuel pump's coming on. I love it, Dave. It feels so good. Okay, before start checklist is complete. Before we start one, let's take a look at the departure briefing. Coming off of 19, 7169 feet. V1 is 134. Anything before that, throttle out, will brake exit the runway. Anything past that, I'm going to take it into the air. Rotating at 137. We'll disconnect from the network and we'll self-declare the emergency, and we will come back here, or we will go to Dulles for some longer runways if needed. Weather is a threat en route. We got some snow and wintry nastiness up at Rochester, so we'll have to be concerned with that. ATC's online, so we'll see what happens. Briefing is complete. And before I get started, I'll do two things here. I'm probably going to regret doing this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Regret it, sure, but I'm going to do it anyway. Check this. I'm going to set this to S underscore LVARs only. What is the route? That is a very good question. Had I started my bot, you could have did exclamation route. Give me 1 second. What's going on, G2? Let's do something real quick here. Alright, now, if we do route, that should work. I'm trying to be fucking fancy right now and program an extra button. Oh, that's the wrong fucking thing. That's why that's not working. Thank you, GT. I actually just got it yesterday. That is the Scalarchy desktop line mini overhead. As much as I want a real full-size one, it's about 40 pounds, and I don't think the rig would handle throwing 40 pounds around up there. I mean, it's not really meant for even what it's doing, so this was the happy compromise. I had the VR Insight one. I think I'm going to sell it. I'm not 100% happy with it. I don't like that it's not backlit, so I went with this because it's backlit, and this is legitsies. I imagine this is what the Airbus buttons feel like. Play with that later. Alright, one more button. I want to program. Yeah, well, I mean, it's the legit. I mean, it's a replica panel at that point. I mean, it's also exorbitantly expensive, but I love the Airbus enough that I would probably strongly consider it financially if it was physically feasible. I don't know what this would be called. I want to set the chrono button up on my Boeing EFIS. I don't know what it would be called. I don't know why I feel like I'm missing. I feel like I'm missing LVARs right now. For some reason. Weird. There's LVARs for every single circuit breaker, and I don't know why they're not. Like, nothing is showing up right now. It's weird. Wonder why that is. Add LVAR. Number of changes. It's like not detecting it. Yeah, I have most of my sceneries loaded. I'm just being dicked by the marketplace not being up, so I'm on the stock DCA right now. Something is weird. Why is that not showing? Maybe because it's 2024 and it's not seeing it. Very weird. Very weird that that's not. Whatever, we'll play with this later. I might have to load up 2020 and see it. Well, first of all, is SPAT even detecting the sim? It is detecting the sim. Yeah, I don't know why it's not pulling the events. Very weird. Alright, whatever. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Alright, so let's go ahead and... Oh, it looks good. Beacon is on. Let's go and start number 1. Start the timer. Fix this. I always forget that I have track IR on, and I can just look and just pause and do what I need to do. Our timer's on. I think it's about under a minute and a half, I want to say, to start the IAs, if I remember correctly. We got oil pressure, EGT, ignition, N1. Start on 1. Go for number 2. Dude, this... I'm gonna get a little upset with the Navigraph app. It is like very... like it keeps freezing like it's run out of memory or something. Like I'm starting to get to the point where I just might go rock Navigraph, not rock ForeFlight again. I mean, the only thing I really like Navigraph for is it gives you the gate positions. And I do kind of like the JEP charts a little bit better. But I don't know, this last update, the Navigraph, I've been having issues. I think it happens. Listen, Lena, I'm right there. I'm writing emails and I don't even remember the words I just typed. APU's off. Taxi lights. Turn off lights. ChatGPT to the rescue. I don't know if ChatGPT will help my brain, though. Alright, alright, everything looks good here so far. Let's do a 0.8, what we need. Here we go. Alright, I have to start checklist. Anti-ice not required. ECAM status checked. Pitch trim is 0.8 up, and rudder trim is neutral. Checklist complete. Taxi checklist, flight controls. We got up, we got down, we got right, we got left. We got rudder left, rudder right. Free and correct. Flap setting is config 2. Rear and predictive windshield is on and auto. And engine mode selector is normal, and ECAM is going to be takeoff no blue once we roll out. So let's get out of the way because we are inside of somebody right now. Alright, now we should be able to connect to the network. This guy's not there anymore anyway, so we could have just connected before. Alright. Alright, I need tower 119 or 1. Ding dong. Washington traffic. Profile 672 taxiing from GA parking via Kilo Foxtrot Juliet crossing 15 and then Juliet to 19er. I also forgot the A cars. So I'm glad I remember now. Okay, good. Oh, we're doing it, Dave. We're doing it. Oh my geez, 2 years.
Almost 2 years. I thought I read break in 321 and I wondered how you were going to break her in for science.
Why was that on there? Oh. Okay, hold on. Still, we're tweaking some audio things here. Oh, that was not on there. I'm very confused at my audio. So Arch, we have a new toy installed in the sim pit here. Oh yeah, you have new toys. We now have the. I'm probably going to be selling my VR Insight overhead. We now have the Scalarkey desktop line A320 overhead. Does it vibrate? I mean, the butt kicker does. I don't know why the butt kicker's not working right now, but oh, it's working. Okay. Yeah. It's pretty fucking cool. Not gonna lie. Here, hit you with the APU test there. Yeah, this thing is legitsies. It's got the latching switches. I'm pretty sure these are legit Cori switches that would be in the Airbus. The like the font, like there's I mean it's the real fucking deal. That's the best way I could describe it. From the fonts, you know, the adjustable backlighting, you know, like the responsiveness, the way the switches feel. This is exactly what I would imagine the real thing feels like. You know, just everything, the way it looks and acts and feels. It feels like the real deal. So my big complaint with the 321 overhead from VR Insight is that it wasn't backlit. There's a lot of light bleed on the buttons. It didn't have that feel of Airbus to me. Yes, Lena, because I have a fucking problem. But yeah, so it didn't have the feel, and whatever they fucking coated it with, whatever that, it was like a reflective thing. So like I couldn't see shit at night because everything that was like glowing down here was reflecting back in my face when I'd look up. It was very, very annoying. It's not a bad overhead. It just didn't tickle me all in the right ways. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Washington traffic profile 682 crossing runway 1533 at Juliet. I will do. Appreciate that. This is the Phoenix. Scenery's a fucking mess. I'm really with the latest. Yeah, well, this is a stock scenery. Because the marketplace is tied to all my sceneries, and I can't download like the Drazeki and stuff. I'm done with the marketplace. Over time, I may even rebuy a lot of my sceneries. Just because I don't like being locked out of shit because of this goofy marketplace. Alright, lineup checklist, takeoff runway, we got 19er, TCAS is TARA, and packs 1 and 2 are coming off, so 1 and 2 are off. And strobes, here we go. I can't fly more than 10 hours. Alright, I don't see anyone, I don't hear anyone. Before I cross the threshold here. Mic check. Beautiful. So I am transmitting and I can receive, so that's plus. There we go. You'll do it, what, to beat my... I'm not going to be able to fly that kind of time, I think, before year's end. Probably going to be beating me in landing rate because I keep mangling this fucking thing. Oh, shit. Washington Traffic Pro, flight 682, line up runway 19er. Point on the Horo 4. One niner on the ground. Alright, man. Flex 55 blue SRS green auto thrust. Airspeed alarm. Flaps up. Oh, I forgot. Sounds off. I forgot I'm using Realturb. I loaded that up to check it out. Alright. Pack 1 on. Wait till the fog clears. Pack 2 on. Flap 0. Gear up, flaps up. Autopilot 1 on. Alright, I don't know what this is, but we're going to turn this garbage off. I'll have to play with that another time when I can mess with settings and whatnot. That weird lighting bug seems to be fixed. Rochester might be just at, I think that's just out of Boston's airspace, actually. Because my ADHD kicked in, I don't think I said it, but thank you for the 23 months, I think it was, Arch. Much appreciated. Thank you for the resub. Like, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, my ADHD kicked in because of where the alert sound played, I don't think was in my headset. And then I started troubleshooting audio. I started looking at audio. I completely forgot that I said thank you. Why does this sim have to look so good? Not that it's a bad thing, but I kind of want to stick with 2020 for a little bit, just until some of the bugs and quirks are worked out at 24. But it's like, oh, it's so good. Like, do I just deal with the quirks? Like some of this weird lighting stuff that goes on in the Phoenix. It really does. Like I have there's some weird quirks that I deal with the Phoenix. Like last time I flew it, like whatever that light is back there was like, I don't know if you guys see my mouse, but this little like rectangular light source or whatever it is. And like these guys were like, it was all stuck on and I couldn't turn it off, and I restarted the sim, restarted my computer, all this stuff. And now it's just magically gone. Like something was fixed and I don't know what. I don't know if it was an issue maybe with delivery. I think it was the same one. But there's like weird things that are like, you know what, I'll just stick with 2020. I am happy with it overall. But 2024 is like, wow, you know? I really didn't think it was going to look better. I really didn't. Like, this is just nuts. I had to look at my my spat here for a second on the GCU knob. That frame rate is delicious. It's pretty buttery smooth. Honestly, I haven't really checked in this sim to see what I get because it's so good. And that's another thing. So the three biggest pluses for me for 24 are the performance, how fast it starts, and how good it looks. When I add all those things together, I'm like, I really want to be in 24, but I know I'm missing scenery. I know I have weird compatibility issues. There's a little bit of a mild pain getting the overhead to work, but nothing too major. Just weird things like that, you know? And it's kind of like, well, do I just go back to 2020? I was like this close to just loading up 2020. I was like, we'll try it. I want to kind of put it through its paces and see the weather. I'm saying something positive. Listen, there's a handful of things that I find wrong with it. You know, I think part of the reason why I haven't dove into the the career mode is because I see a lot of bugs that people have. I've kind of just hung back a little bit and just wait for it to mature. Like, it's not going anywhere. Fuck does real term install? Just like right into the enable folder thing. Chris is a gray sweatpants wearing peripheral poppy lick-a-sticks? I don't know what the hell that means. I don't think I want to know. We are in the cozy sweatpants today, though. I clearly missed something on stream today, didn't I, kids? chat didn't disappoint. Where is this stupid thing installed? RealTurb installs into the Documents folder. Okay, RealTurb, that is quite the interesting installation directory. They were very demure, very mindful. Alright, for starters, the sound of this thing needs to go. For secondsies, it seems like they jacked up this. Go into Warflight here and take just a quick peek at what's going on with the weather. So above 18,000, there's moderate turbulence. So, I mean, you know, weak legitsies. I'm going to keep this at 50 for now. We'll rock and roll with it, and we'll say sorry for making everyone dizzy. I forgot to lock the fuel cam. Alright, we're above 18. Lights are off. We'll keep the seatbelt signs on. I don't know if there's a thing. Oh, the other bug of the 24 that I have that's kind of annoying me is sound. Sometimes certain sounds play and don't play. I don't know, it's all very weird. I'm just going to be outside of Boston's nonsense here. Alright, whatever. Whatever. Either New York or Cleveland need to come on. I'm quite hungry. I need to lower that percentage down a lot. It is reporting moderate turbulence, so I think I'm going to leave these settings as it is. You think you're going to do it, Dave? Finger is hovering. You know that for is kind of delicious. Oh yeah, oh 100%. 100%. But that's... You're waiting for me to say I love it? I mean... I love it. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's really cool. Is it lacking some features? Yes. There's going to be compromises across any of these overhead panels because they're all trying to do a lot with either limited space or limited budget of the average flight simmer. unless you go, scale of 1 to 0 face, 1 to 10. Yeah. 1 to O face. I will say it this way. It makes me really wish I could put a full overhead and build a real cockpit. Like, it's really good. Listen, this thing is top quality. These buttons feel amazing. They look amazing. The backlighting is fantastic. I mean, I could probably do the lights test here. Like, it is super responsive. There's no delay, and that's the biggest thing that kind of annoyed me with the VR Insight is there's a bit of a delay with it. Which, Corky was even mentioning that with the older 7.3s, there was that delay. Now, I don't know if the Airbuses have that. None of the ones in the sim are modeled that way anyway. But anyway, point being, oh yeah, that's probably going to happen, as I'm going to have to check it out. Okay, fucking Microsoft. So the laptop that my chat is connected to just decided to go for a restart, so I can't see what anybody's saying. So that's fun. No problem, Microsoft. Just fucking... Why does this thing feel like it's about to fall off? What is going on with this thing? Thanks, Microsoft, for just, fucking random Windows updates in the middle of usage. Cool. Oh, my Velcro's not sticking so hot on my new track IR. The adhesive is not sticking. I might have to get like a super fucking one. I'm gonna have to get up now once that thing is done doing whatever the hell it's doing. But I guess in the meantime we can just do this and pull up the webpage. Right? Chris is a smelly doo-doo head. All right, thank you. You're the best. Set Windows to not auto update. It's like an older laptop that I don't really use anymore. It's pretty much just for the stream to put the chat up. But yeah, I will say it is good enough that it makes me want the full overhead. And that's probably the biggest con, is that it's not the full overhead. But other than that, it's amazing. Now, keep in mind that there is some weirdo shit with the Skolaki software. That's probably the biggest con, right? Because obviously it's not a full overhead. That's like, I think it's like $3,600 or something if you want to get a full size overhead. And I couldn't fit it on here. Trust me, I tried. I was going back and forth with them. I was actually going back and forth with them before I bought the VR Insight one. That was July, June. I don't remember when I was talking to him. And he was giving me the dimensions and the mounting and this and that, and it's like 40 pounds, and I'm like, there's just no way that I'm going to be able to throw 40 pounds, on these aluminum bars. These aluminum bars are strong, but I don't think they're that strong. I don't think that's going to work out. So I put a pin in that. I ended up getting the VR Insight 1 because also at the time, the VR Insight matched the same mounting as the 7.3. And I like the 7.3 7-panel from VR Insight. The only complaint I have about that one is that it is not backlit. I like the backlit. It helps to see. I like to know what I'm going to press. You don't want to be coming in for landing, go to flip a switch, and it's like, shut down something. Yeah, the VR Insight one is nice. It's good quality and all, but it's not this. But again, this has its compromises. It's good for the day-to-day. You're not going to do any crossbleed starts with this. You're not going to do any emergency procedures outside of activating the fire handles. The fire handles operate actually pretty much like the real thing, which is pretty cool. So they don't have the cover modeled. It's visually there, but it doesn't do anything. You press in and it pops out, but then you can't actually activate the fire suppression agent. It's the step right before whatever that's called. I'm not 100% on the verbiage. But it's still cool. The button actually it pops out all the way. I can't do it because obviously I'm gonna cause a failure here. But laptop's back up. I should probably get off my lazy ass and go right back on. 110 for shipping, $11.99 in total. I'll say that. So there's two things. Right? One is the price is steep for what you're getting, but it's quality. And the way they do the weirdness with the software. Let me go see if I can log this thing back in real quick. Alright, we should be back in action. Except I'm fucking tangled up like a pretzel now. Let's get ready to land. Let's get ready to land. So Boston, DC Center is on now. Cool. After we left their space. Am I salted now? Oh, like a pretzel. Dude, I had an awesome fucking pretzel. We went to this German restaurant for my father-in-law's birthday over the weekend. And OMG. It was soft. It was so fucking good. Dude, now I'm fucking ravenous. I don't know what I'm eating for dinner. I gotta talk to the wife before she runs it out. Alright, Chad is back. Yeah, oh my, he's fucking right. It's a German restaurant. Zum Stammstitch. Probably saying that shit wrong. Very fucking good. We're 250 at 4. 1 degree. QNH 3004. ILS 28. Winds are going to be 821. Okay. Now Rochester area traffic. Rochester area traffic, 1672, leaving flight level 330, descending. Get ready to set up for the Atlas 28 to Rochester. We already set up for the ILS 28. That's good, that's good. Throw some boards out. Alright, ILS 28 into Rochester. Got a current chart, 109.5 for the localizer, 280 for the final approach course. Sousa at or above 2,100. Mids are going to be 821 if we're stable with land. Touchdown zone elevation is 550. Airport elevation is 559. Minimum safe altitude is 2,500 in the north, 3,500 in the south. We have to go mist, climbing at 2,000 and climbing left turn at 3,000, and heading 230 on the Rochester View Wall, radial 268 at Mount Monk intersection, and hold. Or as directed by ATC, which is not online conveniently. Pappy's on the left, Mauser lighting. We have to enter the hold, we're going to be doing a parallel entry. Okay, 11 and 11. Well, we'll be going into some IMC, so we're going to go ahead and get the anti-ice on. Engine 1 and 2 on. lights on so you can see what's going on here. Alright, so let me go back to what I was saying. So Dave, ultimately, is it going to be worth it to you? Even if you were going to add other planes down the line, it's still, in the grand scheme of things, it's not expensive, right? That's the caveat with their software, is whatever they're doing with the cost of the software, with that weird, there's like a yearly maintenance fee. Now, you don't lose access to it after a year. It's just, do you want updates? Do you need updates? How often is this thing going to update, right? And again, these fees are relatively cheap. They're not expensive in, again, grand scheme of things and how much it all costs. But is it worth it to you? Now, for me, I think it's worth it. The more I'm using it, the more I'm actually liking it. I'm liking that I'm looking up and I'm seeing more or less what you'd see in the real airplane. I like that the backlighting is adjustable. It gets stupid bright. Or you can turn it off. There's zero, like, these switches are legit. There's no light bleed on these switches. Like, they're awesome. Best way I could describe it. Honestly, my biggest complaint, honestly, is probably the fact that I can't use it with SPAD. I really thought I would be able to. So that's a little bit of a letdown. But aside from that, I mean, ice not detected, but we're still within that temperature range, so. Oh shit, that's not good. One over there. That's what I want. Alright, all the lights are on. It's dark out there, kids. Wonder what's taking Parallel 42 to get flow working. I wonder if there's like, well, not flow, the effects thing working. I didn't think it would take this long. I mean, unless they're trying to do like other things, which is possible. Approach checklist. Power F3004 ×3 set. Seatbelt signs is on. Minimums. 821 set. Auto brake we're doing low, and engine mode selector is normal. has got some serious turbulence here. Is tower. And Rochester Air Traffic Pro flight 682's descending out of 4,200 coming up on bylaw for ILS 28 Rochester. And speed check, flaps 1.
$2,500.
2,500. Approach mode activated. Alright, we got localizer alive and captured. Wing anti-ice on just in case. Okay, glad slope alive. Manage speed. Check flaps too. Gears coming down. Check flaps 3. Runway in sight.
1,000.
Rochester traffic road flat 682. 5 mile final. Runway 28 Rochester. Speed check flaps full. Autopilot off my airplane.
$500.
200 to minimums. Runway in sight. Rochester traffic road flat 682. Short final
100
28.
above. Minimum.
Anyway.
$100.
Light slope. Light slope.
40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Hello?
Pitch. Pitch.
Okay. That was all sorts of terrible. Gear up flaps too. She didn't want to settle. Now Rochester traffic road flat 682 is go miss 28. I don't even know if the wheels touch the ground, to be honest. Oh, they did. I had a minus 18. I mean, we greased it. Wasn't really what I was going for. I think I needed to power out a little bit sooner to allow it to bleed off the energy and settle down. Yeah, for the conditions though, that's not what I was going for. So I jacked that up all sorts. What the fuck? Where the hell that just went? Didn't break, that's a plus. I just don't know why it's not adhering. I have to try some glue. Oh yeah. Yeah, I see some stuff on the windscreen here. Rochester traffic profile 652 is turning back final for 28. Rochester. I'm just mucking the works up here. Approach mode active. Laps 3. Laps full. It threw me off. This is one of the airports where the localizer seems to be like halfway down the runway too. For whatever reason, so. medium auto brake here. Shorter runway. Anti-skids on. Rochester's traffic profile at 672, 5 mile final 28, Rochester.
$1,000. $500. $100 above. Minimum.
Anyone?
$100.
Light slope.
40, 30, 20, retard. Drive.
Burst screen. Decel. I don't know why this is back on again. These are the things about this sim that upset me. I just turned this off before. Like, settings don't save for some reason in this sim. Guess it doesn't count the second runway. Yeah, I turned mine off too, and it keeps turning itself back on. It's very irritating. It's just weird things like that that make me want to stick with 2020 until things are a little sorted on this. Rochester traffic profile at 682 is clear of runway 28, off on Echo crossing runway 4. On Echo, Rochester. It did not detect my second set of wheels down. I'm not really sure why. Rochester traffic profile at 682, crossing runway 7 on Echo Golf to the FBO. Rochester. think I have a payware for this too that's not loading. Huh? G reservoir low. Okay. Oh, why is this fucking jacked up? Let's fix a few things here. Yeah, I guess once the wheels touched down, it was like it was done. This is Musfuss 24. What's up, Seth? I have not gotten the P6 yet. Sorry, I think I missed your message before when I was busy fixing my chat thing. I'm a bit of a mess today. I've flown in like a week, and I'm like having a real hard time getting back in the groove, messing shit up here. I want to see what this report looks like now. I don't know what this 88% means. Something. Yeah, violation. Something didn't report right.
Rochester traffic, Kong 99, departing the National Guard ramp to the south, Rochester traffic.
Yeah, I don't know what this 88% is. Like, is that like a ranking that I got on this? But like, I don't see any violations or anything. I don't know. I'm not really sure. But I do have time for one more flight, so we are gonna go into Burlington. Alright, let's Syracuse Browns. Reset, we're gonna go here, import. Do an instant load. Send. Alright, I think we are ready to rock and roll here. Performance numbers are ran. Not going to be able to use whatchamacallit. Track IR, because I can't get that thing to stick. Okay, we're going Rochester to Burlington. Squawk code is set. Everything looks good. Top altitude is 250. Alright, let's not muck this up. Alright, we got cockpit prep, gear pins and covers are removed, fuel quantity. We're looking at 15.4, which is on board and what we planned for. Plan 15.5. Minimum takeoff is 10,000 pounds. Seatbelts are on. Adheres are nav. Bower ref is 3004 set. Before start checklist, parking brake set. Takeoff speeds and thrust. We're looking at a V1 of 124, rotating 140, V2 142, flaps 2, up 0.9, flexing 49 degrees. You know what we're gonna do? Read through the performance numbers because we're gonna do anti-ice is gonna be on. This. So we'll be flexing 39 degrees instead. Windows are closed. Beacon's going to come on in a second here. We're already on external. We're already on the APU, so it's all closed. Okay. And Beacon's coming on. Windows closed. Cool. All right. Start number 1. Bless me. Alright, good start on 1. Start number 2. Okay. Why is the hydro green reservoir low? If pressure fluctuates, what kind of failures we got rocking here? Low reservoir air pressure. I'm gonna go ahead and fix this. Give it a second, make sure she settles up. Alright, so far so good. Flaps 2 up 0.9. All right. Echo Alpha. And Rochester traffic profile 682 leaving the GA ramp with a taxi Golf Echo Alpha cross runway 10 to 22 Rochester. Alright, bleeds off. Here we go. Rochester traffic profile at 682 crossing runway 7, Rochester. Rochester traffic profile at 682, clear 7. This thing needs to go away. Rochester traffic profile at 682 crossing runway 10 Alpha, Rochester. We're gonna have the lights on, ready to rock and roll. Get down to the end there. Controls are good, free and correct, brakes work, everything's good. No more hydraulic pressure alarms. Rochester traffic pro, flat 682, line up runway 22, depart on the Xerox 8, Rochester. Alright, backs 1 and 2 are off. Anti-ice coming on. Two on the ground. Set. And flex 39 green, SRS blue, SRS runway green, or SRS blue. SRS blue left. 80 knots. 100. E1, hands off the throttles. Yeah, I'm never gonna be able to catch you. Flaps 1. Gear up, lights out. Flaps 1 set. Pack 1 coming on. Pack 2 coming on. Arch driver equivalent 682 use 3,000 for 10,000. Turn to direct Syracuse. Final call, Rochester. We're gonna bug up right to final. Switch to Unicom. Flap 0. I think I'm getting a cold. My body feels a little run down the past few days. Alright. Flaps up, lights out, gear up, lights out. And Rochester area driver pro flight 682 is turning direct Syracuse on a 090 heading 6,800 for final of 250. Local Rochester. Da 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 da. It's bumpy. Yeah, like these weird triangulated, like, shapes that happen in the clouds sometimes. Like, that's another, like, weird issue. I don't know. $10,000 feet. Lights off. Lights off. See if Boston Center's still on. Get queued up with them. 134.7.
Current 65 coming Montreal on the 12877, good day.
12877, MS 205 Super, thank you for ATC, appreciate it.
Alright, we're back. We're doing the food order. We're getting Yum Yums going. Let's go over to Boston Center. At Boston Center, good evening. For flight 682, 16000 for flight level 250, 32 miles to Syracuse.
For flight 682 Boston Center, hello.
Hello there.
Boston Center, United 757, with you climbing at level 130, climbing 120.
Yeah, 737 Boston Center, hello, climb maintain 360.
Climbing team 360, United 757.
Canada 950, connect calls and approach 133.0.
Hey, I'm new here. Is it a requirement to be wildly attractive and good at flying?
133.0.
Look, you always have to pick one. What's up, Sky?
Question 245, connect calls and approach 133.0.
Oh boy.
Center, 55, 11,000, Boston.
JetBlue 845 Boston Center, climb maintain level 380.
Level 380, JetBlue 85.
Why is that 245 Boston approach?
Hey, Boston, JetBlue 845, looks like we might be a little too heavy for 380 initially. Can we stop at level 360?
JetBlue, sorry, JetBlue 845, climb maintain level 360.
Thanks much, level 360, JetBlue 85.
I am wiped. I am just feeling terrible. Am I in the clouds? Look, what is going on right now? I'm kind of in something, that's why. Why do I still have this turbulence? And there's the breakout. Whee! Whee!
Virgin 157, yeah? Virgin 157, descend me the ocean, descend me the ocean 5, arrival runway 27, Boston up at 3007. Ocean 5, arrival, runway 27.
Request Air Canada for 68.
Go ahead.
Request climb maintain runway 320 for performance Air Canada 468.
Canada 468, maintain level 320.
320 Air Canada 468.
Jesus. Alright, we don't need the anti-ice now.
Over the ship, I think. Look up the flag, northwest lake in Slovene sight. Planning to the lake in Mexico, runway 15.
Gotta ask him if he wants me to head more towards the field or not.
Go for this ship, Echo 7.
Folks, what's going on, brother? Wilson Center, Flight 682, our flight plan is a little short today. Do you want us to stay on this heading or just head directly towards Burlington?
Good evening, Canada. 659.
What happened to this guy?
355 or 380 will passing over the evening. Sorry, Capcom Boston Center. Just 1 second on the landline here.
I was in the landline. Playing some Indiana Jones, very nice. I'm playing some Mangle Landing Simulator. The landing into Rochester wasn't bad. Just seemed to float a little bit. I don't think I pulled power out enough, but I did force myself to flare enough. So the touchdown seemed to be good. I just floated and it was a short runway, so I had to go around.
Sorry about that. Biggest watching 245 Colin.
Playing a little tug the side stick. Pretty much. Well, you know, I'm kind of wondering if the
Canada 659, thanks, you're in contact.
so I'm still using the Phoenix, you know, negative 20 curves.
I'm showing 7372.
I'm wondering if I don't need that with this particular stick. I think that was more for the TCA side stick. So I think it's dampening my
Golf India, Sierra
responses a lot more than it should.
Overhead.
Like I'm feeling like I have to pull back a lot more than I really feel like I should, but I could be wrong. That could be real. I don't know. Never flown an Airbus before. I do have the SDS because that's what I guess everyone recommends. Yeah, so I have the SDS on and their curves. Talking about removing it.
Okay, you're over what airport, sir?
Interesting.
I'm over North Central.
This guy forgot about me. I'm going to end up going to Boston instead of Burlington in a second. Jeez, this fucking turbulence is bananas.
And the Gulf Mid-Eastern Papa Echo, the North Central State Airport's uncontrolled. If you want landing, you can monitor Unicom 122.8.
Yeah, 122.8. I'll come back to see what my next leg is. Thanks for it.
Sorry, Roger.
Boston Center, good day.
Oh my God.
585 is at 170,000 10 miles west of Marin.
I'm wondering if I should disable it right now.
Boston Center, direct export.
Surgeon 56, Boston Center low.
Boston Center, Profile 682. Did you want us to stay on this heading or start heading towards the field? Our route ended at Syracuse.
Profile 682, good direct Burlington.
Direct Burlington, Profile 682. What do we think? Should I had a fucking weird random hydraulic failure. This is part of the problem too, is like I don't know if it's like, is that a Phoenix feature or is that a 2024 bug?
Kilo 617, yep.
Are you rocking SDS at all in 2024?
Function 585, descend via the Robux 3 arrival, runway 27, Boston altimeter 3007.
3007, descend via the Roebuck 3, runway 27, west of 555.
Yeah, see, I'm on the -20 in 2024 and SDS on. I don't think I could do that. Fuck with that unless I go into the real settings. I don't think I could do the curves and this bullshit. Oh fuck yeah, I can. Reset. Reset. Are they like updating shit on the back end? Because I feel like there's certain bugs have been fixed, and I feel like there's certain features that have been added, and I don't remember getting another big update. Holy shit. I mean, so right now I can tell you that this is about as responsive as I would expect this thing to be with what inputs I just put in. I'm going to leave it. But
Kilo 617, Boston Center.
it should be point shoot. Yeah, it hasn't been. It's been pull. Why aren't I fucking getting those up? Why is nothing changing? Pull some more. Pull some more. And before I know it, like I feel like I'm almost at like full stick deflection before I'm getting anything to happen here. Yeah, so I have SDS off and I'm at all zeros across the board. Let's see how this goes. Either we're going to royally fuck this up, or this is going to be the best landing yet, one or the other. I don't think there's going to be a happy medium here.
Kilo 617, you can expect runway 22 left. I'll put that request in with approach. Thank you. Come in, 69K heavy.
I've been trying with different things. I kept the throttle in down to like 30
1188 Boston Center, climb maintain level 37.
on the last landing into Rochester, or probably closer to 20 honestly, and I floated too long. Then I pulled it at 40 and everything was good. I think the landing was okay. Again, I feel like I had to pull too much on the stick, so it's going to be a balancing act of getting used to everything. Dark as fuck. We can take the ILS 15 into Burlington for Flight 682.
Flight 682, Roger.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I don't know if you've noticed the change in the overhead here, Hawks. Let me flick the switch for you for the lights test. Ooh, she's pretty. Ooh, she's a purdy. We are now rocking the Scalarky desktop line of overhead. So it's a little bit of a trim down. I am liking it. I like the backlighting, I like the buttons and the action on it and the whole fucking shebang. It's fucking nice. I will tell you, the only con about this fucker, they don't fuck around. The only con with this fucking thing now is I want a full-size overhead, but I know I can't do it because I've already talked to them and it's just too heavy. It's like 40 pounds. That's
682 about discretion is going to maintain 10,000.
BD down to 10,000 per month. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, with the rig, I'm gonna have to get a bigger motion ring. I'd have to get one of those crazy, like, actuator rigs or something like that. I mean, overall, I'm happy with it. Full set platform base. I like it, though. The fire handles are nice. You know, there's a few things, like, for your day-to-day ops, this is fine. It does everything you need to do. There's really nothing it does not do for normal startup and go procedures. If you want to go full balls deep QRH and start running like flows and shit like that for emergencies, you need the full overhead, or you're just going to do it in the VC. That's going to be the two options.
Strike level 340. Confirm 34 T4 speed for 3 kilometers. 240.
I'm just saying, I'd be willing.
T4 speed with 3
I love the damn motion. The motion to me is actually outranking having extra buttons and a full replica situation. Money no object, different story. I mean, money no object, I just have a full motion 320 and 7.3 thing. But
Mach .789 United 737.
JetBlue 845, bus number. 80. JetBlue 845, maintain Mach 78 or less. Pull back 7 or less.
I do hate that the fucking Airbus tries to kill you with these center bits.
Virgin 157 Heavy connect off at approach 133.0, good day.
1330, Boston approach rise 31. Thank you.
Bearing 464 connect Washington 133.72, good day.
Level 14000.
Setting 142, Boston Center, climb maintain level 320. Bearing 464 Washington Center 133.72.
133.72, make it first.
Okay, 2384 Boston Center, climb maintain level 380.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that. It's really, really weird. I should actually try the... Wait, you never sent me an updated livery. So that original one you made, I don't know why that didn't work in Musfuss 2020. I tried loading it up.
Flight 682, fly heading 350, descend to maintain 6,000.
350 down to 6,000 for flight 682.
Function 585, getting off at approach 133.0.
Yeah, it should have worked.
585.
I don't know what's going on with the liveries. Ben had some like Santa livery. I wonder if his is working in 24. Maybe see if he did something different. Or if actually, if it's even working post the second update, first update. Yeah, it's possible. They should have changed a bunch of stuff. Alright, wing lights, taxi, land, turn off. All the lights on, baby. These buttons feel so fucking good, man. Flow didn't update, not Flow, SimFX, that didn't update yet, right? Been checking, like FS Elite every now and then just to see what's what, but... Man, this fucking overhead's cool. I'm definitely happy with my decision. Like, the more I'm using it, the more I'm like, yeah, I made the right choice.
Canada 659, connect Montreal 128.77, good day.
Good, that's Port, about 669 too.
Tonza 1188, heavy, lead Mare space to east, Moncton offline, minus Unicom 122.8, good night. Flight 213, turn right 090.
Is that for Profile 213 or 682?
Foster said to leave keyboard 162 is a part of a 360
For flight 682, turn rating 090.
090, 682.
Thank you. Skipper 1162, Boston Center, roger. Rouge 856, Quebec, Montreal 128.77. Jib 1152, Boston Center, roger. France 31, yeah.
Welcome back, Dave. He called me 213. Oh, that's who that is. Okay. Yeah, ATC called me 213. I got confused for a second. I'm like, wait, huh?
Pro flight 682, descend to maintain 4,000.
Down to 4,000, 682.
Door 3, Center 6, Charlie Single, Boston, hello. Climb maintain level 430.
Alright, flaps 2. We gotta get this thing slow and drop.
Pro flight 682 is 10 miles from Phobes, turn right 120, maintain 2,000 till established on the localizer, cleared ILS, runway 15 approach.
120 and 2,000 till established, cleared, was 15 approach, perfect, 682.
KLM 617, heavy contact, Boston approach 133.0.
I was like, wait a minute, you're not flying.
KLM 617.
Yes, contact approach 133.0, KLM 670 heavy.
Approach mode active.
Boston Center, good evening, Delta 821, flight level 310, down to 270 at noon.
Delta 821, hello. Jib 1152, descend to the Robux 3 arrival, runway 27, Boston altimeter 3007.
Robux 3 arrival, runway 26. Boston Center, hello, United 1976, 290, 370.
Sky 1976, Boston Center, hello. Climb maintain for level 370.
370, United 1976.
Okay, 2384, roger, have a good night.
I cannot wait to destroy this buffalo chicken salad. Hopefully it's here by the time I'm done. Our localizer alive and captured. Flaps 3.
JetBlue 845 at pound discretion, descend to maintain.
Glide slope alive.
280.
Alright, feed it out to it, JetBlue.
You're down. Flaps full. Landing checklist. We got gear down, 3 green, flaps full, ECAM, landing no blue. My airplane. See how she flies, baby.
Boston Center, United 36, we're going to have to disconnect the M99. 1976, roger, have a good night.
And center's Proflight 682, clear to land.
Proflight 682, winds calm, runway 15, clear to land.
15, clear to land, Proflight 682. She feels really good set up this way right now. Let's see if I don't screw this up. I feel like I'm not fighting it to make small corrections.
Stuart 13, the 68, Boston Center, low.
Minimum.
Anyway.
Go ahead, sir.
100.
Sorry, you said you wanted to divert to Boston?
30, 20, retard.
There were 1368, roger. I have a routing for you, advising grenade copy.
First green, decel, a little off center line from that slight crosswind. Manual braking.
Super free for kilo head request load.
33 kilo, descend across Calverton, VOR, 12000, 250 knots, Kelly altimeter 3004.
Okay, descend to cross 12000, the Colin VOR, and 250 knots with and copy the altimeter.
Air India 2047, clearance on request.
Thank you, Hawks.
Speedbird 1368, actually stand by, I'm working it out with approach.
Landing rate 103. Have to give myself a little applause there because every rate has been 250 and way higher lately. Good fucking call, Hawks. Kill SDS, set everything zeros. Fucking flies amazing. I didn't think this thing could fly any better.
Okay, Speedbird 1368 is cleared into the Boston Logan
Alright,
International Airport.
available. AP
Present
bleeds
position.
on.
Direct to...
And we can kill the ice. Man, this overhead panel's the tits. I might have to do a few cross-country coast coast-to-coast flights here.
Boston, good evening, Delta 588 to level 350, sorry for the late call.
Delta 588, Boston, no problem. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Okay, Speedbird 1368, you're cleared to Boston Logan via present position, direct to Ocean intersection, that's Oscar, Sierra, Hotel November. Join the Ocean 5 arrival into Boston, and for now you can maintain flight level 240. True 1360, read back correct.
Yeah, Boston Center from 662. We're clear of the runway here. We're parking pretty much straight ahead at Heritage.
Boston Center, United 737. We've got an aircraft at our exact flight level about a mile behind us. Could you please take a look at that?
Yeah, you guys are fine. ProFlight 682, taxi ramp, your discretion. Good night.
Ramp, my discretion. Have a great night. Thanks for the service. 682. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-da-da-da. What are you talking roll? What Farm Sim does? You wouldn't.
Delta 821, descend via the Roebuck 3, arrival, runway 27,
I'm sorry.
altimeter 3007.
Even if I started doing some flying during the day while I was working, I don't think... I don't think I'd be able to pull off beating the hours you have.
Delta 588, yep.
Delta 58.
I gotta figure out how to get that Velcro to stick to my track IR. I don't know why it's not working. I'm sorry. I mean, this performance is just too goddamn buttery smooth to try and go back to 2020. As much as I get annoyed with some of these, like, bugs and whatnot. I think I'm 20 back. We're gonna need an official tally is right. And we're gonna do that right here, right now. Then I'm gonna go destroy some food because I am famished. Oh man. I'm sorry, I need to do this one more time because it's so fucking cool. Ooh, actually, that allows me to test something. That's going to cause the master warning. Cool. Fuck yeah. Alright, official tally. Let's take a look. Stats, here we go. Our official tally. We want to look at the year, not all time. You're at 233, I'm at 209, so I'm, what is that, 22 hours behind you? Right? I'm really bad at basic math. It's embarrassing that I'm going to take a calculator just so I got this all official, like 233 minus 209. 24 hours, that was close. So 24 hours. If you're not touching airliner or BizJet stuff to rack up hours until you said after Christmas, I don't think there's any way. Unless I do some nasty amount of flying over the next like 2 weekends, I don't even think I'd be able to come close. So what they do is turn off the APU bleed and warm up and use the, what's the APP? Oh, the APU to start engine 2. You don't have to use crossfeed. Yeah, you could do that too. I was doing the crossfeed because the other overhead had it, and I thought it was pretty cool to do. But it was also a lot of pilot workload, especially if you were on VATSIM, to go through that procedure of the cross-bleed start while single-engine taxiing and talking to ATC at some place, I don't know, like Boston, let's say. But, yeah. Okay, so we can turn off the APU bleed because we don't need that right now. We're good. We can come off external power. Battery 1 and 2 is off. And that's it. We're cold and dark. Oh, nice, Dave. I'm going to end up embarrassing myself with some of these poor Airbus landings here. The sim is so... The performance is what's going to keep me coming back to this sim. Even though I kind of... What's up, Iowa? Even though I kind of want to get into... Is that fucking ice forming? No. Really? Is that what's going on right now? We got ice forming? Or is that dirt? Let's get over here. I didn't think the Phoenix model let the ice form on the airframe, but I think it does now, or at least in 24 it does, because I'm seeing some stuff. I might have to just let this kind of sit here while I eat. Go from there. Blue really got me going. I didn't even do the D-board option. Oops. Can I walk up these stairs? I'm gonna guess no. Stop it! No, you can't. That's pretty cool. I just wasn't expecting to be able to walk up the stairs now. Alright. You win, Musfuss. You win. Alright, folks. That is unfortunately it for me. Let's go see if we can find somebody to raid. I need to go eat dinner. And thanks for hanging out. Appreciate the resubs and everyone watching me putt-putt around the skies here. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. Let me pull this up. Alright, let's see here. Who is on? Let's go. Captain Arash is doing career mode in Musfuss 24. So let's go do it. Start the raid. Everyone stick around for the raid. Enjoy the rest of your nights. Have a fantastic evening. And hope to see you all in the next one.